I brought my lawn chair around so I could watch Rocky in comfort. I think what's happening is I noticed he's stalking my brush pile. See, there's the brush pile there. And there's my good boy. And he's watching the brush pile. And I think the reason he's doing that is because there's something in there. There's probably a rodent in there that he wants to hunt. And that's what'll be going on. So he's made his way now over here. He's watching and listening. What we need is Aussie Man. You know, the guy who does the running commentaries with Australian accent, and he uses the F word a lot. That's what we need. A good Aussie Man commentary would be perfect for this video. Hey, with Rocky hunting. It's quite a process. He's very patient. And he's very methodic in his methods, you know. Everything he does for a reason. And right now he's just waiting and watching because he's got the idea if it's something, he's going to come out of that brush pile. In fact, I remember one time when I had my house, there were a lot of mice living underneath the kitchen sink in the cabinets. And one day Rocky, he opened up the cupboard underneath the sink. He actually opened up the cupboard door, and then he went up on top of the kitchen counter, of the kitchen table. I mean, not the counter, but the table. And from up there, he had a perfect view of the open cabinet. And what he did, he's moving again here. I'm keeping my eye on him. But what he did was he spent hours up on the kitchen table waiting for a mouse to come out of that cupboard. Okay, now he's making me nervous. I'm just going to watch and see where he goes. I don't want to interfere with him if I don't have to. Seems like he's still focused on the brush pile, which is fine. But I don't want him going into the woods. That's the big thing. If he goes into the woods, I'm going to have to go in there after him, and I don't really want to have to do that either because it's full of thorn bushes. So every time I go in there, I get all scratched up. But anyway, he went up on the kitchen table that time, and he spent hours on the kitchen table just watching that open cupboard. And from up there, the mouse wouldn't see him, but he'd see it. And he'd be able to pounce on it from up there. He'd be able to jump down and get the mouse before the mouse knew what was happening. And that's what was, so he was using strategy. It's amazing watching him and seeing the things he does. He never fails to amaze me. So right now he's watching the wood pile, the brush pile. I'm going to go over here and keep my eye on him. I want to see what he's up to. He concerns me. He does. I want him to have his freedom, but I don't want him to be in the woods back there, though, because it just isn't safe for him. I'm always really concerned about that. And come winter, of course, he's going to be really limited. He doesn't go out very much in the wintertime. He doesn't really like the snow and the cold, so I know this is his last little bit of time to enjoy himself and to just be a cat for a few months anyway, until spring. So for that reason, I try to give him as much freedom as I can, but I also have to try to keep him from getting eaten by a fish or something too. I don't want that to happen to him. I'm always really concerned about that. Anyway, I'm going to watch him here. A mosquito just landed on my phone. We still have those things, It's been warm, relatively warm at least, the last week or so, so I guess that's why. So, I'll talk to y'all later, and I hope you're having a good evening. Excuse me. Rocky and I are having a good evening. And yeah, talk to you later.